Imagine you have to run across a mall 200 yards and engage an active killer at 25 yards. Can you do that confidently that you're not gonna miss and hit an innocent bystander? Because it's one thing to be accurate when you're on the flat range under no stress and you're performing at your best, but it's a whole different world to maintain that accuracy when you're under extreme fatigue and extreme stress.
Move it. You're about to.
All right, so the course of fire is gonna start here grappling with 𝗖𝗎𝗓 for about 40 seconds or until he lands the takedown on us. Typically, he's gonna land that takedown, but the reason I like to include combatives to induce fatigue is because it has a real world application. There's nothing quite as fatiguing as grappling or wrestling somebody that's much larger than you.
Absolutely. It's great. It's a full body workout. It simulates real life. You know, if you get in a fight, what we need to do is create distance.
Yep.
Get distance, it's going to be our friend, especially if we're carrying 𝗙𝗎𝗹𝗏 or if we're in some sort of enforcement capacity. Got to create that distance. That way we can use our skill set to our advantage. The last thing we want to do is get in a hand-to-hand with somebody who's got obviously more training than us, and then we end up on the losing end, which is something we don't ever want to practice with.
Exactly. So from there, we have a barricade. We're going to be doing rifle, 2 rounds standing on the barricade, then drop to a knee, 2 rounds on steel, kneeling, down the rifle, put it on safe. We have farmer walk bars. This is about 115 pounds per hand. This is super taxing on the grip and on the forearms, which is why I like it so much, because it really makes it difficult to land shots later on when we're using a handgun.
It's definitely gonna tax our forearms and our grip, and you know, if your grip's not solid, you know, it makes it really tough to take follow-on shots. So this is gonna force us to have our fundamentals dialed in.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're gonna be taking this at least 25 yards. Periodically, there's gonna be a threat command. When we get that threat command, we're gonna drop the weight, put 1 round on steel, pick them back up, keep going. And ultimately we will land right about here, drop the weight, 2 rounds on steel running, and then lateral movement, sprint to the next target, which kind of simulates that running from cover to cover, which might actually happen if you actually get into a real world shooting. And then from there, pick up the 215-pound 𝗖𝗎𝗓𝗏 and run him back. And then that will be 1 round.
Standing to kneel.
2 on steel.
Armor carries. threat.
Good, 25-yard shot.
Nice long 25 yard.
Slow the breathing. All right, that wraps up this UF Pro video on tactical fitness. It's one thing to understand what your capabilities are on the flat range under no stress, but what's more important is to understand what your limitations are under extreme stress when you step out of your comfort zone. Move it, move it, move it.